Deleting a website is not a good idea, Steve. Just thought I'd put it out there for you. Believe me, I've been there. Now I know the joys of doing production, staging, and dev as 3 separate environments. By the way, hopefully the extension should be live. So those with the debug access, the developer access, it should be there. Let me know if it is. It does seem live, okay. And anyone else that wants to try out the extension, if you have desktop, if you're playing on desktop at the moment, let me know. And I'll add you to the list because this is still not a properly published thing yet. Can do, Steve. Oh, have I switched those commands on Nightbot? I should actually switch those back on if they're not. Let me quickly do that. Oh, they are live. Oh, okay. I don't need to do anything. Beautiful. That's what it is. Port Aura. Basically means you get to answer the questions without actually having to type anything. You just click on the screen and magic things happen. So, asset hosting. I need to switch it back into local test to then change the access. Add Steve. Anyone else? You've got me by all accounts. It doesn't make sense. What do you mean it doesn't make sense? Of course it makes sense. You just can't play both at the same time, that's all. You either play exclusively through the extension or you play in chat. Because trying to do a mix of the two at the same time, it kind of breaks a bit. Yeah, the extension is still very alpha. I mean, yeah, both is not a good idea at the moment because it won't handle it. But you're more than welcome to test it out. You can't use it on mobile yet. You're going to need a proper mobile extension to do that properly, but unless they've changed it now and suddenly now it does work on mobile, I didn't know. But as far as I'm aware, you can't. Go to status and move to the hosted test so that those I've just added should now be able to get it. So I think I've added you to the list, Port Aura. Let me just check the list again. Did I add you? Yes. So it is on the... Yeah, so you want to refresh the stream. And it should appear in the bottom corner as a little option. And you'll be able to accept that. And you have to do it twice. You have to accept to say that it is a developer mode. And then you have to accept to say that I'm getting access to what your user ID is. Oh, they've moved it. Where is it now? Where is it now? To the right. Oh, right. They've got a new experience and everything, have they? Okay. Well, that's something I'm going to have to look into. Let's just hope that they haven't changed anything else on the extension. Because I haven't done anything else to it. So let's just hope that it all still works. Let's go to intro cam mode. Hello, you can all see me now. How are we doing this evening? I should say hello to people because I haven't done that yet. Let's go count Porta Aura, Drahuska, Herzegovinian Beast, Herzegovian Beast, sorry. Steve, Cookie Monkey, Ryan, welcome, Random Zombie, Puzzle Dan, Catnip, Line TK. I think that's all the names. Connor was also auto-hosting. I don't know if you're around yet, but if you are, hello. Oh, there you are. You are there. It's on Twitch, Steve. It's on the. It should appear if you're on desktop. It should appear directly over the top of the video area. Ooh, thank you very much for the subscription.
I joined Octane Discord server on August 16th, 2016. Happy 3 years of friendship.
Happy 3 years of friendship. Wow, has it been that long, Catnip? Jeez. Wow, thank you very much for the subscription. That's a 7-month streak. There's a bug with the latest version of Twitch Plays Catane that unclaimed kills Catane straight up. I'm not dealing with that anymore, Port Aura. I got rid of that completely ages ago. I got rid of it before unclaimed was even a thing. Because I feel that kind of lost a lot of the integrity of the game. So I would have absolutely no idea what that's about. Go and talk to Red or Sam or River. I think they're still developers working on it. I don't know. It's just been such a long time. But I'm not dealing with that anymore. So anything with Twitch Plays Catane, not my business anymore. People on my bot, absolutely, you can play along. You just play in chat. We're just talking about the extension to allow people to play over the top of the video screen, but that's for desktop users only at the moment. All right, let's mute the intro music and let's go and start this lobby off. It is OEAQ, or if you're playing on the extension, hit the button that should appear. Let's go to window game. There we go. You can actually see the game now. So hopefully there should be a thing that appears somewhere here-ish. If you're playing on the extension, hit that button and it should join you into the lobby. I believe Scorecount, Catnip, Samster, Drahuska, Random Zombie, and Ryan have done that. Extension works. Can confirm. Beautiful. That's good to know. Like I said, don't try and play both chat and extension if you're playing with the extension. If you feel like you're going to be probably playing a little bit of chat, then I would advise you to play only in chat, just because there are problems. There are problems with trying to match the two together. And as score count says, make certain you click accept and also allow, because it is a developer mode extension, so you have to allow me to do that, and also grant access so that I know who you are. Otherwise it just gives me an opaque ID and I don't know who you are, so you can't appear on screen. Extension did odd things, going back to chat. Well, if it doesn't work for you, then that's fine. Just go back to playing normally, just in chat, whatever works for you. Hello there, Toshi. Toshirin, I believe that says there in hiragana. At least the hiragana is actually appearing. Porta Aura is in. I can see it on the extension, I believe. We have some people that know each other, I believe, that are fairly new here. Herzegovian Beast and the Ninja Brothers Gaming, welcome. Yep, the Xylophone Man working hard once again. Those new to this, if you're playing by chat, then you can submit your answers either in the public chat, it'll be A, B, or C for the answers, or you can also whisper to Quizbot 3000 if you do not want to give your answer away. Both ways will be accepted. You only need to give the answer A, B, or C when the Quizbot tells you should answer, and it'll also tell you when you should not answer. Those that then are the one, they can choose to play either in chat or play in voice with me in Discord. If you're playing by chat, then you can do the other commands, which are the helps, but we can cover those later. Everything should be on the help page, which if you go to that link there, that gives you the full help page and tells you all the commands that there are. Yeah, we should all be good to go. We have over 200 questions to play through Random Zombies, so I think we should be okay. Toshi says, if you're the one, auto reroll. Alright, no worries, Toshi, thank you. Yes, if you're the one, we will definitely guide you, no problem. Alright. Virtual Polygon, welcome to the game. Alright, so that is 21 players in. Let's pick the first one. 22. Elias is in. Welcome, Elias. So yes, everybody's in. We'll start the first game off. If you missed this, don't worry. You can just join the lobby as we are playing along, and you can also leave whenever you need to as well. All right, let's start this first game off. And we have picked Ryan. That's quite a pick. Right. Well, Ryan, it's up to you. You want to play in chat or play in voice? Your decision. Gonna play in chat? No worries, Ryan. All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Here comes the first question. Remind to the mob members, you have to answer first, and then once all the mob members are locked in, then Orion can choose to answer. Thank you, Farnham. All right, starting the game in chat. Good luck, everybody. It is Orion versus 100. And here is the first question. Which of these is an ampersand? Is it A, B, or C? Mob, please answer now. I knew that was where the question was going, so I wasn't going to say anything. That is the mob locked in. All right, Ryan. Any ideas? Oh, I haven't put the delete command functionality in on 1 versus 100 yet. I definitely need to do that because I know that actually works and it's quite useful. You've gone with B ampersand. Well, I just ruined this, but ruined it, didn't I? You went with B ampersand. Is it the correct answer? Might be. Wow, this is what I get for being too regular and just saying B answer. Oh, well, yeah, there we go, giving it away. Well, it was an easy one, and you only knocked out 4. Elias apparently getting that one wrong. I'm guessing just entered in just for the shiggles. 3 AIs just don't know what they're doing. Okay, not enough yet to ask the Mobney question. Let's move on to trivia question number 2. 1 versus 96. The Whisper got eaten. Here's the next question. In a standard Uno deck, how many zeros are there in each colour? Is there uno, dos, or tres? Mob, please answer now. That's a nice little touch on the question. I like that as well. I do like that. And that is the mob locked in. Ryan, what are you thinking? Thank you very much for the follow there. What's the name? Wendy Bone. Thank you very much for the follow. We went with B dos. Correct answer, I'm afraid, is a Uno. There is only one Uno. 0 in each colour. 2 of everything else. And that is the end of the game for Ryan, I'm afraid. And yeah, a lot of people getting eliminated on that question. Ninja Brothers, Dupliss, Herzegovinian Beast, Virtual Polygon, Casvez, Porta Aura, Farnham Ref, Cookie Monkey, Random Zombie, Lion TK, Connor M27, Puzzle Dan, Toshi, and Catnip all getting that wrong. The remaining players are Lupin, Drahuska, Samster, Cetra, Score Count, and Natter. So, the next game, one of you 6 will be picked to be the next one. It'll all start again in a moment, any Porta Aura, don't worry. So there we go. And that's where everybody's standing, and the -1 returns. I don't know why that is there, but the -1 returns. Herzegovian Beast and Toshi, don't worry, you actually do have points. It's just for some weird reason on this leaderboard, it just decides to just display you at rank -1 with score -1. You definitely do have points, I can guarantee you that, but yeah, it's a long-standing bug, and I keep thinking I fixed it, and I haven't, so... Alright, let's move on to the next game. Hard luck, Ryan. Let's move on, let's pick the next one. We have the Lupine 1 is the next contestant up. So we start again with a fresh new mob. Lupine, up to you. Would you like to play in voice, or would you like to play in chat? Ninja Brothers Gaming, yeah, you'll be in the mob. Don't worry, everybody's now back in, and also if you do get eliminated, don't forget you can still keep answering questions for experience points, even if you are eliminated in the mob. You don't need to stop answering questions. All right, Lupine, yep. If you want to play voice, then join on that link. That should bring you to the Wait to be Dragged In channel, and then I just drag you in. As long as you've put the room code in Ninja Brothers, then you should be all good.
Hello?
Hello. How did you get directly into this channel? Oh, did someone else move you?
I might have jumped the gun. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. I was just a bit surprised that you managed to jump straight in, because this is supposed to be a secured room. I'm guessing someone just moved you in while I was doing that. Well, yeah, score count did. Yeah,
join the chat.
That's fine. Yeah, score count moved you in. That's fine. Okay, that all makes sense now. How you doing then, Ralph?
Very well, thank you. I'm going on holiday soon. I'm flying off this weekend to spend a week in Spain.
Oh, in Spain. All right. Anywhere in particular in Spain?
Near Barcelona.
Near Barcelona. I'll be there in less than 2 weeks' time, and I'll be playing a gig, sort of Barcelona, Girona area. So yeah, that'll be fun. All right, are you ready to play 1 versus 100?
Yes, I am.
Alrighty then, good luck to you. And this is 1 versus 100. And here comes your first question. Good luck, everybody. Which of these is recognized as the personification of death? Is it the Grim Gardener, the Grim Weeder, or the Grim Reaper? Mob, please answer now. Also a nicely written, easy question. I like it. It's very TV for this kind of first question. All right then, Ralph, you got any ideas?
The Grim Reaper. Final answer.
Going with C, the Grim Reaper. Oh, I forgot. I need to get the right layout on my thing. 1 versus 100. Going with C. There we go. I keep forgetting I've got the Stream Deck layout for this game, so I can actually use it. We locked in C, Grim Reaper. Is that the right answer? That is indeed the right answer. Let's see how many you have eliminated. Just one AI. AI number 91. For shame, sir. For shame. Everybody else getting that one right. So we've got a difficult mob this evening. It's now 1 versus 99. Don't get you to ask you any other money or mob related questions yet. We just go straight to the next question. Question number 2, 1 versus 99, and it is: how many spaces are there on a standard Monopoly board? Your options are A, 50, B, 40, or C, 30. Mob, please answer now. I don't know what that message was, Puzzle Dan. You might have gotten that answer just in time. I'm not so certain. Anyway, Ralph, any ideas?
40. Final answer.
Just going straight with it. B40. All right, let's do it. Is the answer B40? It is indeed. No tension required on that one. How many knocked out this time? A few more AIs. Puzzle Dan, I'm afraid you gave the wrong answer. Anyway, and a few more AIs on top of that. 12 AIs and 1 human. So that's 13 mob members knocked out on that question. Takes you to 1 versus 86. Means you now have 1,000 doots in the bank. And I'll get to ask you the question: would you like to take the 1,000 doots, or would you like to take on the mob of 86?
The mob.
The mob it is. Okay. 1 versus 86 it is, and here comes question number 3. Which of these mathematical terms comes from the Greek for not falling together? Is it limit, asymptote, or axiom? Mob, please answer now. Which of these terms comes from the Greek for not falling together? That's the mob locked in. Okay, Ralph, any ideas on this one?
If I remember my maths GCSEs correctly, asymptotic curves are curves that don't touch. So therefore I think the answer would be B.
Would you like me to lock in B, asymptote, as your answer?
Yes.
Alright, let's do that then. Ralph is locking in B, asymptote. Is that the right answer? It is indeed the right answer. Congratulations. Let's see how many in the mob got that wrong. Toshi, Lion, Kazvez, Nata, Random Zombie, Ryan, Connor, Virtual Polygon, Cetra, Porter Aura, Score Count, Cookie Monkey, Drahuska, Herzegovian Beast, Farnham Ref, and the Ninja Brothers Gaming all getting that one wrong. An absolute massacre for the human players. 16 humans and 6 AIs got knocked out. That's a total of 22. Let's see who we've got left on the humans. We have Catnip, we have Samster, we have Duplis, Elias, and I don't know if there's anyone floating around here. Those are AIs, I believe. Is there anyone else I've missed? Score Count, you're out. I can see you. Senpai notices you. So yeah, Duplis, Elias, Catnip, and Samster, I think, are the only humans left. There's only 4 left. Wow. Alright, well, you still have all your helps remaining. And it's 1 versus 64 on the next question. Would you like to take the 10,000 doots you now have? Or would you like to take on the mob?
The mob.
I'm going to take on the mob, alrighty. No hesitation on that. 1 versus 64, and your next question is: bulgogi, marinated slices of beef or pork grilled on a barbecue or on a stovetop griddle, is what kind of food? Is it Japanese, Korean, or Chinese? Bulgogi. Is it Japanese, Korean, or Chinese? Beef or pork? I'm probably not pronouncing that particularly right. This is a White Shadow question. All right, Ralph, any ideas on this one?
Good thing I've been reading my recipe book, because I think it would be Korean.
You want me to lock in B Korean as your answer?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer. That's not the catchphrase from this show, but... Answer of confirmation, let's go with that. B Korean has been locked in. Correct answer is... It is indeed Korean. There's all sorts of pronunciations going on in chat. I'm not going to trust any of them. Apart from Katniss, I probably would trust. Bulgogi? Bulgogi? I don't know. But something like that. Only Elias of the human player is getting that one wrong. So we're now down to 3 humans. We have Catnip, Samster, and Duplis. Oh, Duplis! I completely forgot. I am so sorry. I forgot the last time we played 1 versus 100, you were a remaining mob member. Was the only remaining mob member on a question. And I did say that I would give you an easy in as being the one sometime. Remind me, and we'll do that later today. I will do that later today. I mean,
hopefully they'll be the last one standing.
I mean, it might happen right now. If it does, then we'll take that as read, and if not, then yeah, we'll sort it out. We'll definitely sort it out. Don't forget Duplis' Odegaard, indeed. So, Catnip, Samster, Duplis are the 3 remaining human members of the mob, alongside 51 AI members. You're up to 25,000 doots, and you're only 4 away from the halfway point. Would you like to take the 25,000 doots, or would you like to take on the mob?
The mob.
Gonna go for the mob, alrighty. One versus 54, and the next question is... Which internet search engine was originally called Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web? Was it Yahoo, Bing, or Google? Mob, please answer now. I actually don't know. Score count, did you actually say at the beginning of your 1 versus 100 host that you were looking for Duplis or not? So if that was the case, maybe that would count, but I don't know. I also did say that I would be the one to give him the show, so I don't know. All right, Ralph, how well do you know the history of World Wide Web internet search engines?
I can rule out Google because that was originally Backrub, and so I'm going to say the answer is Yahoo.
Like me to lock in Yahoo as your answer?
Yes, please.
Okay. Seems pretty confident. Alright, well, if you did, then okay. Although, yeah, whatever. Yahoo has been locked in. What is the right answer? Yahoo is the right answer. Congratulations. Who got knocked out? Duplis is out on that question. That was the only human player to be knocked out on that question, alongside 12 AI, so that's 13 knocked out. We now have just Catnip and Samster as remaining human members of the mob. That will make Trust and Poll a bit kind of sketch at the moment. But we'll see what happens. And you're now past the halfway point, so we will now get to see a sneak peek of all your questions from this point onwards, but you still have all of your helps remaining as well. You still have all 3 helps to go with. Are you ready to see a sneak peek of your next question?
Go for it.
Going for it. All right. And the sneak peek is... Which cultivated plant belongs to the genus Musa, or Musa? It's 1 versus 41. You are only 1 away from the next level up, which will be 75,000 doots. Would you like to take the 50,000 doots you currently have, or would you like to take on the mob?
Come on, let's go for the mob.
Going for the mob, alrighty. It's 1 versus 39 plus 2 humans. That's that question again. Oh, this is a Momo question. Wow. Okay. And your options are... Is it coffee plant, banana plant, or strawberry plant? Mob, please answer now. I mean, yeah, he is a biologist, so it does make sense that he would write such a question. But it's been such a long time since I've seen that name. Well, it isn't. I saw that name at ESA, but it's been a long time seeing that name in 1 vs 100. Okay, that is the mob locked in. Any inklings on this one, Ralph?
I admit I have no idea, so I'm going to have to ask the mob on this one.
You want to ask the mob? Alrighty, let's do that, and let's see who it will pick out of the mob. Those that don't know what Ask the Mob does, it will pick 2 members of the mob out semi-randomly. One will have given the right answer, one will have given an incorrect answer. It will reveal what they gave. Won't say which is right, which is wrong. And they will be able to state the reasons as to why they gave their particular answers. And they do not have to be honest in their statements. Who's it going to pick? Okay, so we have a human and an AI. Samster chose A, coffee plant. AI number 8 chose B, banana plant. And the blanket statement from AI number 8 is, I'm not completely confident on this one. I think the answer is B, but only 60% sure. We can also rule out now that C, strawberry plant, is definitely a wrong answer. So it is between A, coffee plant, which is what Samster gave, and B, banana plant, which is what AI number 8 gave. Just waiting for Samster to give some musings. Not a clue, lol. I thought Ms might have something to do with a mouse, but clearly that doesn't apply to anything in this question. So, okay. We kind of have not sure and not sure, 60% sure from AI number 8 between A and B. Does that help you at all, Ralph?
Well, usually I'd be want to trust Samster, but this time he had no idea. I think I might go for B on this one.
You want to lock in B, banana plant, as your answer?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go then. He may have been completely dishonest in his statements as well. He may have actually known that one completely. But you've gone against Samster's opinion. Going with banana plant. Is it right? You are indeed absolutely right. Samster is definitely out of this question. Who else is out? Catnip also getting that one wrong. We are down to an AI-only mob. We are down to 21 AI mob members.
Wow.
Okie dokie, here we go then.
How do my remaining helps work when there's only AI left?
So the poll still works the same way as it used to because it would reveal AI and human players alike anyway. But your trust, now there are no human players left, it will just trust whatever the mob's most popular answer is. But do note that as we get higher and higher in the difficulty, the AI difficulty curve tends to make it more likely that they give the wrong answer potentially, unless their internal difficulty setting on each AI is particularly high. So it might not be. Go on.
Yeah, I don't feel I can trust my helps anymore.
The trust can still help. I mean, even if they give the wrong answer, they would have to split it across 2 possible wrong answers. So it still has to be a majority answer of a particular option. So at this point at the moment, because it's 21 left, if you had, one give 8, if 8 of them gave one answer and 6 on the other, 6 and 7 on the others or something, then the 8 would take it. So that's the situation we're currently in. The helps are still kind of useful, but yeah, it is more down to RNG now rather than sort of like guesstimation and sort of human guesstimation. Thank you very much for the follows there from Jonesy Brian and the Ninja Brothers Gaming. Thank you very much. Alright, are you ready to see a sneak peek of your next question, Ralph?
Go for it.
Okay, you do get to see that at the very least. And your sneak peek is the French version of Countdown, Les Chiffres et les Lettres, currently draws how many letters in its typical letters games? This is currently, so I'm guessing as of the 2018 onward seasons, I guess. I don't know exactly when they changed rules and that, but this is saying currently, and it's definitely been written as of 2019, so it'll be as early as that. So you have 100,000 doots in your bank. Would you like to take the 100,000 doots, or would you like to take on the mob of 21 AI?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to bottle it here.
Answer of confirmation, you want to take the money?
I'll take the dukes.
You're going to take the doots. Alrighty. Well, congratulations, Lupine. You do walk away with 100,000 virtual doots. How do you feel?
Excellent, thank you. It's been great playing this.
Thank you very much to the host there, Cetra, as well. We do not do Tipping Point at the moment, Ninja Brothers Gaming. It's been on the list of possible games, but it wasn't particularly highly voted, so...
there's been a lot of possible games.
Oh,
Can't
so
wait
many.
to see what comes out.
So many different games to work through. Yeah, there's lots of stuff. Follow us on the Discord if you're not already doing so, and you'll be able to see all of the stuff that we've kind of been thinking about and positing and all that kind of. Yes, it does exist, Connor. There is an app, certainly on Android, probably on iOS as well. There is an actual Tipping Point app with 3D simulated machine and everything. Dupless.
Right, well, seeing as
Go on, Ralph. Sorry.
yeah, well, seeing as there's no human players left, I think it might be fair that this is the time to give Dupless the chance.
Yeah, I think
What
so.
Catrip said.
Indeed, that does make sense. All right, Dupless, you are there. Okay. Thank you very much, Ralph, for playing. Of course, you can continue playing as in the mob if you would like to. Thank you very much for playing along.
Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, let us do the thing where I go add one and add the special command. Dupless Force is on the one preference list. Hopefully it will pick you as the next one. Let's see the current XP standings. So yeah, Toshi and Herzegovian Beast are still doing weird things, but everyone else is getting points, so there's that. I wonder if it's because your names are still slightly different to your username. Certainly in Toshi's case, because it's a Japanese replacement, but Herzegovian Beast, Herzegovian... No, it's the same, so I don't know why that is. Well... All right, so let's hopefully pick Dupless as the next one. It has indeed picked Dupless as the next one. Oh, you're a different name now. Okay, I know the name Drago. Okay, that'll be why it is. Yeah, it's doing a weird account transfer then. And Toshi has done an account rename, so that's screwing that up as well. You're gonna go for chat, Dupless? No problem. I'll just take a little sip of that. Okay. And we start all over again. Good luck, Dupless. This is Dupless versus 100. And here is your first question. Which fast food chain is represented by the Golden Arches? Is it KFC, Subway, or McDonald's? Mob, please answer now. The Golden Arches, known across the world. It kind of is Toshi, because originally when I wrote everything, it was based off of the display names. It's only recently that I've transferred it to being using the actual user ID rather than the username or the display name, and it's got some weird stuff going on. So there's still some mismatch somewhere in my code for that. Alright, you have locked in C. McDonald's. Is that the right answer? You seem pretty confident that it's the right answer. It is indeed the McDonald's. How many AI don't go and visit McDonald's? Clearly, AI number 91, 65, and 72 do not eat at McDonald's. Elias getting that one wrong as well. Easy question one, indeed. Ba 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 ba. Apparently, leave was not the right command. Oh, did you? Oh, you were just leaving the game. Okay, makes more sense then. Yeah, you did that. Okay, fair enough. We'll take that as a bad AI then. Wrong lever. Right, Dupless. It's only 4 eliminations. Not enough to ask the mob knee. So let's move on to the next question. 1 versus 96. The next question is, which Shakespeare play does the opening line, two households, both alike in dignity, come from? Is it Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, or Macbeth? Mob, please answer now. Two households, both alike in dignity. Welcome, Jonesy Brian. That's a new name I'm not particularly familiar with. Oh, yeah, because you followed me earlier, that'll be why. Alright, any ideas, Dupless? We play all sorts of Twitch interactive games, Ninja Brothers Gaming. We've got this, we have Wonderwall, we have Impossible, Wipeout. Quite a few things. Dupless is going with Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet had the Montagues and the Capulets, so we're going to go for that. Does sound like two households. It is indeed the right answer, Romeo and Juliet. And indeed some new projects coming soon. Watch this space. Follow the channel and follow the Discord for progress. Just AI getting that one wrong, so everybody is up on their Shakespeare. 1,000 dukes in the bank. 87 mob members left to go. I finally get to ask you the question. We'd like to take the money. We'd like to take the mob. We do not have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at the moment, Ninja Brothers Gaming. Dupless is taking the mob. It was on the list of game shows to possibly look at, but again, it wasn't highly voted. Well, it wasn't as highly voted, should I say. Question number 3 is, who was the first woman inducted into America's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Is it Aretha Franklin, Madonna, or Tina Turner? Who was the first woman inducted into America's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Aretha Franklin, Madonna, or Tina Turner? So yeah, there's a lot of games out there to possibly do Ninja Brothers Gaming, but yeah, not enough time for me to be able to develop them. Because if you didn't notice, this is actually all my stuff that I've actually coded. So what you're seeing in this game here, this is actually stuff that I've implemented. Dupless is having a think. You better think. It is a bit of a toughie, yeah. Yeah, I made this all from scratch. In fact, all of the games that I mentioned earlier, Wonderwall, 1 vs 100, Impossible and Wipeout, I have developed from scratch, and is all Twitch plays capable. How can you use a help? So, to use a help, you can either say ask, poll, or trust as a separate command on its own. If you're using poll, then you then need to add an extra message after that saying A or B or C. That's how you do it. So yeah, it's just the first word of each help is the command. Do that as 2 separate commands, Dupless. So say poll first on its own, then say C. That's the only one where you have to do them as 2 separate commands. So you went for a C, Tina Turner. Only 7 of the remaining mob members chose that answer, so it doesn't look particularly likely. I can go the see that Catnip and Random Zombie and Herzegovian Beast gave that answer. The rest that gave that answer were AIs. Okay, well, does that help you at all, Dupless? Might eliminate a possible answer, but doesn't necessarily give you the answer. You got exposed, yeah. It's at least 50-50 indeed. Is it a mob massacre or a cat rip? Who knows? Going for a guess. Gonna go with Aretha. The legend that is Aretha Franklin. Is that the right answer? R-E-S-P-E-C-T indeed. That is what it means to me. Congratulations. Who got eliminated? Well, we know a few people got eliminated. Kazuo, Cetra, and Catnip, Connor, Herzegovian Beast, Random Zombie, Toshi, and Ninja Brothers, all getting that one wrong. That's 8 humans out and 10 AI, and we are down to 1 versus 69 mob members. 10,000 doots in the bank. Really like to take the 10,000 doots. We like to play against the mob of 69. Where is Whiskers? Whiskers is just lazing about, apparently. Meow. Gonna come up here, Whiskers. Gonna take the mob, Dupless. Alright. 1 versus 69. The next question is, while I try and get Whiskers' attention. A person with tachophobia has a fear of what? Is it speed, taste, or touch? Mob, please answer now. Oh, they're downstairs. Ugh, dang it. I was going to get the treats, but they're downstairs. That's the mob locked in. Oh, you decided to just come up on your own then, Whiskers. Okay. Okay. Any ideas on this one, Dupless? Let me just move the mic out of the way a little. And raise the Whiskers up. Stop struggling. Ad break. 1 versus Wanderers. Sponsored by Dreamies. Yeah, I know. You've heard of a tachometer, and I think it measures some sort of speed. Makes sense? Maybe. A treat that cats crave, indeed. Hashtag not spawn. Yet. Just imagine if I could manage to get some weird sponsorship with Dreamies or something. Only 70% confident and you're going for A, speed. Is it the right answer? Yes, speed is the right answer. Those that drive like heavy goods vehicles will know a tachograph, or a tacho as it's often shortened to, and that is it's drawn as a sort of a graph of your speed over time. It's just so that you're staying true to your word when you're taking taco breaks and things like that. Okay. 4 human players got knocked out. Puzzle Dan, Lion, TK, Natter, and Cookie Monkey getting that one wrong. We also have 9 AIs getting that one wrong, so that's 13 in total. We still have Storm Vision in. We still have Samster. We still have Score Count. We still have Farnham Ref. Virtual Polygon, Porta Aura, Drahuska, Lupine, and Ryan. You are all still in play in the mob. Do remember, anyone that is eliminated, you could still answer for XP. Do not worry about being eliminated. It is 1 versus 56. Not quite enough yet to see the sneak peeks, but you do have 25,000 doots in your bank. Would you like to take that? Would like to take on the mob? Taking on the mob. Alrighty. 1 versus 56 it is, and the next question is, which of these has never been an Olympic event? Never. Options are trampolining, squash, or solo synchronized swimming. Mob, please answer now. And thank you very much for the follow there, Lone Star Jake. Appreciate it. There we go. Alright, Dupless, any ideas on this one? Next year is indeed an Olympics year in Tokyo, as I did kind of spoil in one episode of Duel, I think it was. You know, trampolining has 100%. Okay. So it leaves you with a 50-50 then, I guess, between squash and solo synco swimming go. Hashtag what even is squash? Close enough, Catnip, yep. I'm surprised, but oh no, I was going to say, surprised Farnham Ref didn't say hashtag what were question, but he did. What's your thinking, Dupless? Oh, Whiskers. I know a bit about old Olympic events, tug of war and stuff. Oh yeah, those things. We still did tug of war in secondary school. It's sort of like a special, like house v house kind of thing. We had, I think it was like 2 people from each year group in your particular form or house. Hello there, Mr. Royal Flush from Santorini. How are you doing? Bonsoir's not quite the right language, but I get your sentiment. It's hot, is it? Well, it's relatively mild in the UK at the moment. Alright, Dupless is locking in. Not going for help, going straight in with B, squash. 25,000 dukes at risk. Is that the right answer? Has it been an Olympic event or not? Squash has never been an Olympic event. Congratulations. Who got knocked out on that one? It's enough to get past the halfway point. Farnham Ref and Porter Aura, 2 human players getting that one wrong, and 11 AIs. That's 13 in total. Meg assures me that hello in Greek is Kalinik. Is it? Kalinikta. Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. I hope I don't get timed out on Twitch for saying something that's actually offensive. I don't know. I'll trust your sentiment though. Okay, well, you passed the halfway point, Dupless. You will now get to see sneak peeks of all the questions from this point onwards. And you're also only 3 away from the next bracket up of 75,000 dutes. Let's see the sneak peek first, and then we'll figure out if you want to take the money or the mob. What does an arctophile love? It's a very simple question. Could go all sorts of ways. But the question now stands. Would you like to take the 50,000 dutes that you currently have? Or would you like to take on the mob of 43? You're taking on the mob. Here we go. How do you play, Jonesy? Just enter in the room code at the top there, OEAQ, and then when the question comes up, you just answer A, B, or C in chat. Arctophile loves. Do they love penguins, teddy bears, or do they love polar bears? Mob, please answer now. What does an arctophile love? Is it penguins, teddy bears, or polar bears? That is a lock-in. Okay, Dupless. Do you happen to be an arctophile? Or are you a file of anything else? Perhaps if you knew what an arctophile was. Alright, so you're kind of going in, potentially going to be using a help then, between Ask and Trust. Definitely going to have to use a help. Well then, which one is it going to be? Ask will pick 2 mob members out semi-randomly, and Trust will just auto-lock you in with the mob's most popular answer. Side note, it'll lock you in on the human player's most popular answer, since there are human players left in at the moment. Gonna go with the Ask. Okay, let's pick 2 members out. One will have given the right answer, one will have given an incorrect answer, and they both have the option of saying why they gave their answer. We have 2 human players. We have Virtual Polygon that chose answer B, teddy bears, and we have Storm Vision that chose answer C, polar bears. So anyone that gave the answer of A, penguins, tips to flail, I'm afraid it's an incorrect answer. You will be eliminated on this question. It is between teddy bears and polar bears. So Virtual Polygon and Storm Vision, feel free to put into chat as to why you gave your answer. So, Storm Vision that gave polar bears went with. So, I'm assuming Arct is like Arctic, right? That means not penguins, that's Antarctic, not Arctic. And I assume something else for bears in general. Okay, and Virtual Polygon that gave B teddy bears. I remember this being discussed in our office trivia. Oh, someone that does office trivia. So, alright. Well, that's their reasonings as to why they gave their answers. Does that help you in any way, Dupless? Yes, Jonesy. Just right here. like that. But I'm going to leave the game because I don't want to play. You definitely follow Storm's logic, but I also almost feel like polar bears is a trick answer because of the Arcto prefix. Well, let's see. You're going to go with Virtual. You're going to go with C polar bears, going along with the Arctic kind of thinking. Correct answer is... Oh, you totally picked the wrong one. Whoops. Well, you definitely now know that it was indeed a tricksy answer there for the Arctic. Yes, teddy bears is what an Arctophile loves. Let me see if we can find the word derivation for that. Some sort of roots going on there. Would help if I go to an actual website for it. Or if someone in chat knows what they're talking about. Yes, it was score count. You are right. That was the 10th question in the final round on the vault one time. Yeah, it was indeed. Right. Well, unlucky Dupless. I mean, it does happen. Giving the wrong answer every now and then, it does happen. It is unfortunate. So, remaining players in the mob, we have Drahuska, Lupine, Virtual Polygon, Samster, and Score Count. 5 players left in. One of you will be picked to be the next one. Let's see the current XP standings, and still only you two with the -1 scores. Don't worry, you do have some scores. If you're really interested in what it is, then I'll let you know. You just want to be the one once, do you, Portoro? Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to play the game like everybody else, or wait until the start of a brand new lobby, which happens generally at the beginning of a stream. Or you can just hope that everyone else gets eliminated on a weird question. It has happened in the past. Alright, so 5 players it could be. Let's find out who it actually is. It's the Lupine one again. What? This isn't right. He should be on the exclude list. He should be on the exclude list. That's a bug. He should be on the exclude list. He shouldn't be picked. That's not right. That's not right. Well, the thing is, if I hit pick new one now, it will pick possibly anyone. So, Porta Ora, here is your chance to be the new one. Maybe, possibly. That does make sense. It could be that. I don't know. All right. Well, we're just gonna pick anyone. It could literally be anyone. I mean, it could also be Lupine again. Welcome, Harry. So yes, potentially that has happened, Catnip. It's a good idea. I'll look into it. Let's see what happens. Let's pick a new one. Virtual Polygon. Okay, you was in the list of potential ones the last game, so that makes sense. That one makes sense. And it is a new player. Well, certainly new to me. Virtual Polygon, entirely up to you. You can choose to play in chat, like Dupless was doing just then, or if you click that Discord link, takes you straight to my Discord, to the Wait to be Dragged In channel. You're going to play in chat? No problem at all. All right, well, good luck to you, and also to the mob. And we start again. This is 1 versus 100, and here is question number 1. Which the following is the name of a chess piece? Your options are Archbishop, Peasant, Rook. Mob, please answer now. Virtual Polygon, you can wait a little until it tells you to actually answer. Virtual was your nightmare or similar name. Oh, right, okay. Makes sense. Alright then. Virtual polygon. Any ideas on this one? Locking straight in, going with C Rook. I'd be interested to see if there was a peasant piece in chess. The correct answer is, it is indeed C Rook. I can imagine both Archbishop and Peasant could be in some weird adaptation of chess. Puzan and myself, although I'm sure I said to leave. I swear I said to leave. And I'm in there. I don't know why I am, but okay. Shogi. That makes sense. Well, I definitely did say leave, and it did say in the top right corner that I did leave, but oh well. Maybe that's why yours got nixed as well, Elias, because it was the first question or something. That might be where the source of the problem occurs with the weird numbers. We'll see. 1 human and 3 AIs, indeed. Yeah, there's the wrong numbers for you. So, there we go. 1 versus 96. Not enough for the Mobney. Let's move straight on to question number 2. Slightly panicking. Nothing to worry about. PewDiePie's series LWIAY is a parody of which series? The one created by BuzzFeed, the one created by Jax Films, or the one created by Markiplier? Well, please answer now. You'll only know this if you really are a YouTuber. Or I suppose if you watch PewDiePie and you know that. Like I say, if you're in the YouTube sphere, you'll know this one very easily. But if you're not in the YouTube sphere, then you'll have absolutely no idea what any of this means. Virtual Polygon is locking in the one created by Jax Films, and the correct answer is clueless, Barnum. Yeah, don't worry. I'll fill you in what it all means. That is correct. So the Jax Film series is Yai. Yesterday I asked you, and LWIAY from PewDiePie, I'm guessing, is last week I asked you. So yeah, that's the thing. It was literally just a random question asked, and then he would pick the best comments and make a video out of that. So yes, that kind of happened after doing like Your Grammar Sucks YGS. And he just thought of experimenting with that format, but now, yeah, Yai is a massive format. And now he keeps getting people going to his channel saying that he stole PewDiePie's format of Last Week I Asked You, when in fact it was completely the other way around, and they have both released videos saying that is the fact, and yet still PewDiePie viewers berate his channel because apparently he stole that idea when it completely is not the right case. So anyway, there you go. That is the information about Jax Films, Yai, and PewDiePie's Luai. Or whatever how it's pronounced. Regardless, only AIs got eliminated, so Farnham, you managed to get through that. It is now 1 versus 87, but I do get to ask you the Mobney question. Would you like to take the 1,000 dutes currently banked, or would you like to take on the mob of 87? I mean, there are other channels as well that have a similar format to sort of Last Week I Asked You, and that, or whatever. They just call it something different. It's now 1 versus 87. Next question is, which of these is not the name of one of the Marx brothers? Is it Franco, Harpo, or Chico? Mob, please answer now. Your icon has disappeared, Connor. Has it? You remember what slot you were in, Connor? And I'll be able to try and hunt you down. That's the mob locked in. The icon got -1, yep. Any ideas on this one, Virtual Polygon? Oh, well, if you actually type the command, then yeah, that makes sense that his icon would go away. Okay, locking in straight on A Franco, but he does say I have no clue. Let's see, the correct answer is... It is indeed A Franco. And... oh, not enough to get to the next level up. Just 6 AIs got eliminated on that one. Connor has a shiny badge now as well. Oh, yes, indeed. He has a 6-month subscriber badge. Alright. So, no human players getting eliminated on that one as well. It's now 1 versus 81. Just 1 away from the next bracket up of 5,000 dukes. And do not forget, you do have 3 helps to use. Ask, Poll, and Trust. But I do get to ask you the Mobney once again. Would you like to take the 1,000 dukes or the mob? Taking on the mob. It is 1 versus 81. Next question is... which of these tournament systems was first employed at a chess tournament in 1895? Is it the Swiss system, the round robin, or the double elimination? Mob, please answer now. Guessing this is what kind of been spurred on by the talk of different tournament formats for Duel and the Countdown League. Very timely. That's the mob locked in. Okay. Any ideas on this one, Virtual Polygon? You're confused with the currency, Ninja. Don't worry, it's just a fakey currency that we use for all the game shows. It used to say dollars, but then that kind of makes it look like you're actually winning money. And yeah, suffice to say, that's not a good idea on Twitch. Virtual Polygon saying, don't think it's double elim. Hashtag what are doots? Yeah, doots mean kind of nothing, but whatever. Alright, you get to poll the mob. You get to choose an option A, B, or C. You've gone with A. It does look like the majority have gone with A. 55 of the remaining 81 mob members. It does mean there's still quite a few not giving that answer. Let's look at the list. We have those not giving this answer. Lion TK, Samster, Foxhider, Farnham, Porter Aura, Sean, Jonesy Bryan, Drahuska, Herzegovian Beast, and that's your lot. Those are the people that didn't give that answer. Everybody else, you know, some AIs or whatever, did indeed give that answer. Alright. Does that help you then, Virtual Polygon? Have you not heard of? Didn't think A was real. A is indeed real, but did they first use it in a chess tournament in 1895? They did indeed. So we do know Samster is out on this question. Well, we actually know exactly who's out on this question. I did say it earlier. Farnham Ref, Huska, Herzegovian Beast, Sean, Lion TK, Foxhider, Samster, Porter Aura, and Jonesy Bryan. A massive list there. 26. Getting that one wrong. 26. And we are now... we shot up from 1 versus 81 to 1 versus 55. 5 away from the halfway point and being able to see sneak peeks. Let's see the... well, no, we don't see a sneak peek yet. But I do get to ask you the Mobney question. Would you like to take the 25,000 doots currently banked? Or would you like to take on the mob of 55? That is going for the mob. 1 versus 55 it is. Still with 2 helps to play with. The next question is... in the video game Dead by Daylight, one of the killer's perks is called Pop Goes the What? Is it Weasel, Generator, or Clown? Mob, please answer now. It's a Dead by Daylight question, therefore it's likely to be catnip. This is why this is slightly different to your average game show, because all of these questions have been written by the community members, if you haven't noticed. So we do get some flair kind of questions like this, where it's kind of like quite specific, but it kind of gives this a nice unique feel over general quiz shows. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Alright then, any ideas on this one? Connor saying, as I'm figuring out what happened, it turns out if the lead command gets picked up as the first one. Oh, is it still doing that? Is it still being a bit too lackadaisical and just saying if you say the word leave at the beginning? That makes sense, Connor. Okay, I'll need to look into the regex then to fix that. Okay, virtual polygons locking in. B. Is the perk called Pop Goes the Generator? No, it actually is Pop Goes the Weasel. Doesn't make sense that it could be Pop Goes the Generator, but I'm afraid it is Pop Goes the Weasel. Unlucky on that one, Virtual Polygon. Do get eliminated. Hard luck. However, let's see who else was left after that. So we were at 155, at 1 versus 55. So Duplis, Stormvision, and Natter did get that question wrong. Remaining players we have is Lupine again, Kazvez, Talcott, Cookie Monkey, Random Zombie, Harry, Score Count, and Catnip, all left after that question. So, despite that they constantly had around 10 to 15k viewers on Twitch, indeed, yes. Pop Goes the Weasel was the right answer. I hope you had fun, though, Virtual Polygon, despite that. And that's where everybody is standing currently on the leaderboard. Again, don't worry about those up there. You do have some points. I just need to fix the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, Natter. It does seem like a really obvious choice because of the sort of nursery rhyme or whatever. Pop Goes the Polygon. Oh, please, Varno. See, that's why I'm hosting. Because I don't go down to that level normally. Generator works perfectly in that context because of how the game works. But no, Pop Goes the Weasel was right. Pop Goes Perfection, yep. Did have fun. It's very nerve-wracking. Don't like the pressure. Both Twitch consequences and IRL consequences. I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm sure Elias isn't that bad, Nate. That's what a lot of people say, is that there's a lot of nerves and pressure involved in playing this game, even though it is just completely for fun. But there's all of the pressure involved. It's a clown's default perk. You kick a generator's regress it significantly, but it's called Pop Goes the Weasel. So that's why clown was there as an option as well. That makes sense. All right, let's get the next game underway. Let's see who it picks. Maybe it picks the Lupine one again. No, it doesn't. It has picked Talcott. Talcott, you are the next one up. It's up to you if you want to play in voice or in chat. What are you going to go for? Real success and all that. Gonna play in chat, don't have your headset, that's fine. Alright, we'll do another chat game then. Good luck to you, good luck to everybody. And we start once again, 1 versus 100. And here is the first question. Which of these is a successful British band? The options are Radiohead, Stereo Arm, Television Foot. Mob, please answer now. God damn, it's so hard to say that straight-faced. I was about to say that, Scorker. Which of these is a successful British band? Define success. maybe was a successful band. Talcott's locking in on A, Radiohead. I should have said that in a really weird way. Radiohead, Stereo Arm, Television Foot. And the correct answer is indeed A, Radiohead. It says I'm still in the game. Why does it say I'm still in the game? I said to leave. Well, I'm going to get eliminated again. Oh well. I'll have to... That's definitely a bug that needs fixing. I need to know why that is then. We'll figure it out later. Nothing to worry about now. I said both, Catnip. That's the thing. I said both quit and leave. So, thank you very much for the follow there, Mike Boydie. Appreciate it. So, 6 eliminations after that question. Not enough for the Mobney. Let's move on to the next question. One versus 94, and the next question is, which one is not one of the basic tastes perceptions? Is it bitter, spicy, or umami, which is not one of the basic taste perceptions? Bitter, spicy, umami. And that last one just makes me think of Shooting Stars. Iranu, uvavu, umami. Anyone that knows Shooting Stars, they'll know, oh yeah, I get that. Anyone else that doesn't know Shooting Stars will be like, what the hell are you on about? What is umami? Oh, I'll tell you what umami is in a moment. Locked in on B spicy. The correct answer is indeed B spicy. Umami, MSG. It's that kind of like mushroomy smell. It's used a lot. Taste even. It's used a lot in sort of like Chinese food. Yeah, it's sort of that savouriness. It's just savouriness, or however you sort of describe it. So, Random Zombie Port, Aura, Fox Hider, Cookie Monkey, Drahuska, Ninja Brothers, Farnham, and Herzegovian Beast. I'm afraid getting that answer wrong. And also, how many AIs? 9 AIs. That's 17 knocked out in total. Add-on is bugged. Well, that is entirely possible. It is still in alpha development mode. It is not a fully released product. So, if there are things that go wrong, then yeah, it happens. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Things happen. Super alpha, yeah. It's even more than alpha. Well, that shouldn't be the case, Porta Aura. Did it actually lock in C? Like, did it actually glow C? That's the only way you can find out what you actually locked in. It actually glowed. Right, well, I do have the log files here, so I can find your user later and try and figure out what actually happened. But for the time being, we'll just have to move on. All right, it is 1 versus 77. Talcott, 5,000 doots in the bank. We'd like to take the money. We'd like to take on the mob. You can continue playing this game, Ninja Brothers. It's entirely up to you. You can keep playing, even if you are eliminated. 1 versus 77, and the next question is, by addressing you, the audience, an answer of this question directly, it could be said that this question is breaking what? Is it the fourth wall, the screen wall, or the firewall? Mob, please answer now. You. It could be you. It also could be that one over there, but it could be you. Which wall am I breaking? Alright, that is the mob locked in. Ideas on this one, Talcott. A, the fourth wall is what you have locked in. Is that the right answer? It is indeed. That question's been in there for ages. I'm certain that's like one of the first questions that White Shadow actually wrote. Okay, just 5 AI getting that one wrong. There's now 1 versus 72. Still 5,000 doots in the bank. Would you like to take the doots? Would like to take on the mob? That was a quick answer straight in there with the mob. No dilly-dallying. 1 versus 72. The next question is, which of the following is not one of Japan's national flowers? Not. Is it the chrysanthemum, the hydrangea, or the cherry blossom? Mob, please answer now. Which is not one of Japan's national flowers? Chrysanthemum, hydrangea, or the cherry blossom? It is a doozy of a question indeed, Farnham. This is actually a Toshi question. Is Toshi still around, or has Toshi just left? It's unfortunate timing if Toshi's just left. Any ideas on this one, Talcott? Apparently does. Going for the B. Hydrangea. Or however the hell you pronounce it. Hashtag make Ashley say things. The correct answer is... It is indeed B. Hydrangea. Cherry blossom, also known as sakura, I believe. Although that's more plum rather than cherry. Yeah. Sakura, blossom, that kind of thing. Alright, just Natter getting that one wrong out of the humans. Plus 15 AIs. A lot of AIs apparently don't know the Japanese flowers. And we're now up to 1 versus 56. Still not quite at the halfway point to see the sneak peeks. But you still have all your helps left. We'll like to take the 25,000 doots that you currently have in your doot bank. Or would you like to take on the mob? Going for the mob. 1 versus 56. Still quite a few humans left in play. Next question is... Hitting the charts in 1992 with Achy Breaky Heart was the father of which female singer? Was it Miley Cyrus, Zendaya, or Camila Cabello? Mob, please answer now. Camila Cabello, maybe. I don't know. Miley Cyrus, Zendaya, or Camila Cabello? Totally catnip's question. That's the mob locked in. Kind of a doozy of the question again. But apparently Talcott definitely knows it. I certainly wouldn't have known it, to be honest. Locking in on A, Miley Cyrus. The correct answer is... Miley Cyrus is the correct answer. That's a bit too late there for you, Suzuka. Don't even know if you're actually in the game at the moment. If you're not in the game, Suzuka, enter in the room code first, which is in the top right corner, OEAQ, and then you'll be able to start playing along from there. And everybody that's still in the humans, still alive, getting that right. 11 AIs getting that one wrong. So we're now past the halfway point. We now get to see sneak peeks of all of the questions from this point onwards, and you still have all of your helps intact. So let's see the sneak peek of the next question. The social network that became Instagram was originally named after what? Don't get to see the answers, but that's the question that you will face next. Would you like to take the 50,000 doots you currently have? Or would you like to take on the mob? Now, this could be a fakey thing. It could give really weird, obscure answers. Or it could just be straight up answers. This is why we have the sneak peek. Final ref smells a trap. That's what I'm feeling. Could be trap worthy. What do you think, Talcott? Money or mob? You still have 3 helps. Still have all of your helps left. Ask, Paul, and trust. Gonna go for the mob. Alrighty. Taking on the mob of 1 versus 45. Social network that became Instagram was originally named after what? Was it an Olympic sport, an alcoholic beverage, or a colour of the rainbow? Mob, please answer now. It was indeed a slightly obscure question, this one. Originally named after what? An Olympic sport, an alcoholic beverage, or a colour of the rainbow? And that's the mob locked in. Talcott, any ideas? To be honest, I don't know this one. I only ever knew it as Instagram. Thought maybe I heard this before and the choices would spark memory, but apparently not. I'm afraid not. So I'm guessing you're going to be going for a help. Which one do you think is going to be the best one? You're going to go for the poll. Alright. So which of the 3 options are you going to poll for? A, B, or C? Which do you think? Which one do you want to know more on? Egg would know this, would he? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, it's going with B. Ooh, 29 of the 45 remaining chose answer B. It's a majority. It's not a resounding majority, but it is a majority. Is that all the human players that are still in? No, I'm afraid Virtual Polygon did not give this answer, but maybe Virtual Polygon is the only one to give the right answer. That is entirely possible. But all the remaining in human players did give this answer. 29 of the 45 did give answer B, an alcoholic beverage. Does that help you in any way, Target? What happens in voice chat stays in voice chat. Rule number 1 of voice chat. You know what I should do? I should have a third Discord account open that sort of sneaks in to vocalize every now and then. I just switch on the green room every now and then. Just to see what you're saying. Yes, do that. That means I have to have 3 Discord accounts open. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not sure asking is going to help at this point and trust is a bad place. You're going to go with the majority answer. B, an alcoholic beverage is what you have locked in. The correct answer is... yes! B, an alcoholic beverage is the right answer. And who got knocked out? Well, we know who got knocked out on that one. Unfortunately, just Virtual Polygon of the humans getting that one wrong. And 15 AIs also getting that one wrong. 16 in total eliminated. We're down to 1 versus 29. Still have 2 helps remaining. And we also have a sneak peek of the next question. Still quite a few human players left in. Let's see who we actually have. We have Lion TK, Storm Vision, Catnip. Then Samster, Harry, Scorecount. Then Connor. Then Lupine, Kazvez. Then Sean, Jonesy Bryan, and Duplis. Those are all the remaining human players. And there are 100,000 dupes currently in the dupe bank. And let's see the sneak peek to the next question. The only Latin book to have been featured on the New York Times bestseller list is a translation of what children's book? It's a hell of a question. 100,000 dupes in the dupe bank. Could be yours if you just take the money now. Or would you like to take on the mob and see the question in full? You still have 2 helps remaining. 1 versus 29. You still have quite a few human players left that you can trust, potentially. And you're saying you're pretty sure you've heard this before. Alright. Bax? I don't know what Bax is. Bax is apparently mob. Where's the A go? Unless you're using, like, I don't know. Maybe you're using a different form of, like, Dvorak or something. So that's the question again. The only Latin book in the New York Times bestseller list, translation of, is it Alice in Wonderland, The Cat in the Hat, or Winnie the Pooh? Well, please answer now. Dvorak, I was right. Okay. See why we're in Dvorak layout. Okay, that makes more sense then. Okay, that is the mob locked in. Ideas on this one then, Talcott? Do I remember Jungle Run or Raven? I do remember Raven, definitely. I mean, there's a modern version of Raven as well, currently going on CBBC, if I'm right. I'm sure Score Count made me aware of that. Tucker, I have an idea, but you're going to make sure with an ask. Okay, so we're going to go with the ask. Let's pick 2 mob members out and find out what are the 2 possible options. We have 2 human players. We have Storm Vision that gave B, The Cat in the Hat. Then we have Lion TK that gave answer C, Winnie the Pooh. Anyone that gave answer A, Alice in Wonderland, I'm afraid that is a wrong answer. You will be eliminated. It is now 50-50 between Cat in the Hat and Winnie the Pooh, and it's now up to Storm Vision and Lion TK to give their reasons why they gave their answers. You resemble that remark, dear Score Count? Well, I hope you do. That's what Discord folders are for, Score Count. So yeah, Storm Vision, Lion TK, if you want to give your reasons as to why you gave your answers. Here we go. Yep, Storm Vision, you again, yes. So Storm Vision gave answer B. Oi, me again. I was thinking Seuss before we saw the answer choices. That's because I know he's done a few other odd things too, like writing a book with only like 50 different words. Don't remember if it's specifically his, but it would make an interesting translation. Okay. And then Lion TK gave answer C, Winnie the Pooh. Any ideas on this one, Lion TK? Or are you deciding to withhold your reasoning? I won't keep it open for too much longer. Probably until the music stops. Oh, here we go. 90k, no clue, but what I thought is that Alice would be the type of book to be translated into Latin. Would be the type of book to be translated. Okay, but you didn't give that answer. Yeah, you picked C, Winnie the Pooh, and you've just now given a reason as to why it's probably A, Alice in Wonderland. Again, he doesn't have to be completely honest in what he's saying. He could be trying to sneak you. Oh, he said mistyped. Okay, that makes more sense then. So he probably meant to say C. No clue what I thought was that. Mistyped Alice. I don't know. Mistyped Winnie? Whatever. Well, that's what they've said. It is between the Cat in the Hat and Winnie the Pooh. Does that help you at all, Talcott? Quite indeed. I would assume he meant would not be. Maybe. Fat fingers on touchscreen meets distraction. Oh, okay. I mean, Lion seems really certain, so you should definitely go C. It's C instead of A, or A, double bluff. Da -da 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 -da. Oh, it's all happening now. It's all happening now. Or we can OG B instead of going B. So, the only option left, if you don't want to trust any of that, is literally trusting the majority answer from the mob. From the human mob. Hit all of us at the same time and see what sticks. With your feet! Good luck. Storm Vision's reasoning is pretty good, but I was leaning A or C before the help. So now you're not sure what to do. I don't know what to do. Or I may just be lying, Kappa. He's gonna go with C, Winnie the Pooh. Make Ash sing things. Sometimes that happens. Is Winnie the Pooh the right answer? It is the right answer, and now you can relax again, Talcott. Does Twitch sings when? Twitch sings, not Titch swings. Twitch sings. No, probably not going to do that anytime soon. Storm Vision, Looping 1, and Catnip getting that one wrong, I'm afraid. And we're down to 18 in the mob. That is Lion TK, Samster, Harry, Score Count, Connor, Kazvez, Sean, Jonesy, and Dupliss. So an equal weighting of 9 humans and 9 AI left in the mob. 250,000 doots in the bank. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question and we'll find out whether you want to take the money or the mob. Who played Carol Brady in the Brady Bunch movie? I smell trap. So much trap in this question. Would you like to take the 250,000 doots? Or would you like to take the mob? You still have a trust. Still have a trust. Maybe catnip. Maybe. I don't remember ever seeing the answers to this one though, but I believe we may have had a preview of this. Or that might be another Brady Bunch question, I don't know. Money or mob? Even if I knew the answer cold, I'm not sure I'd be able to navigate the clear trap. Alright, well, we won't see it again. 250,000 doots. Congratulations, Talcott. And that is a walk. So there's 9 human players left. Sean Jonesy, Dupliss, Kazvez, Connor, Samster, Harry, Scorecat, and Lion. Yep, 9 human players left at the end of that game. Wow. 50% distribution there of human to AI mob at the end. Lupine scoring quite well there on the XP. Let's see where everybody stands. Toshi has left now, so is not going to be displaying on here. Herzegovian Beast was getting some more points. Again, don't worry about it. Alright, well, I hope you had fun there, Talcott. Oh, thank you very much, Trivia Flash. Oh, you're from the Trivia Flash Twitch thing. I found this a few days ago. I was perusing the sort of the Twitch Plays category and the quiz show categories on Twitch because I was just, I'm just interested in finding other stuff. And yeah, so those that don't know what Trivia Flash is, it's just a 24-hour long, it's just like 24/7 quiz show thing. It's just multiple choice A, B, C, D options. It's powered by the Open Trivia database, I believe. And yeah, it's just literally just keeps rattling off questions one after the other. I'm guessing you're just running it off a off a like a simple PC or something, and just sort of leaving it on in the background or something like that. And speak of the devil, he's now just gone live. Yes, I did Trivia Flash. I did indeed. This is all coded from scratch. So yeah, what I will do then, if I remember at the end, I'll make. I will probably raid you, so you can all go and see what it's like. It works quite nicely. It's very functional. With I think implemented in React is what I remember reading, and yeah, it's just the Open Trivia database. So it's just got like several thousand questions just sort of tagged in there. Yes, it is a 24/7 quiz Twitch channel thing. So yeah, I'll send you over there at the end of this stream. We still have about 25 minutes left on this, so we can get one more in, I believe, and then yeah, I'll send you over to Twitch. I'll send you to Trivia Flash, not Twitch Flash. Trivia Flash. That's another T. All right. That's fine, Trivia Flash, no worries. I know you have to restart the stream every like 24 hours or so because you don't want to hit the 48-hour limit on Twitch. All right, let's get this final game underway, and it is Lion TK. I mean, it might not be the final game. We might get a one-question elimination. Who knows? I don't want to wish that on anyone, but it can happen. Lion TK, entirely your decision. If you like to take on the mob in chat or in voice. Man, this doesn't feel deserved. I still compete in voice chat. Give me 1 sec. All right, there is. One question. Duel? It's not duel. That's Friday. Note to people who don't know. On Friday we have duel, which is not a Twitch Plays thing, but it still has interactive game stuff going on between two competitors. Those that don't know the game show Duel from back when on UK and US TV, it's simple multiple choice, but you have a limited number of chips that you can cover on different answers. I've just given the command that basically gives the quick synopsis on it. And you're more than welcome to watch along on Friday. And yeah, we're playing along the Duel tournament. We're just over halfway through. We're into sort of the semi-final stage. Deal without his stats. Yes, indeed, Farnham. I will definitely be revealing some of those stats that you've been giving me, because it's a lot of stuff that you've given me. Welcome, Lion TK, to the call. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you.
You're doing well, brilliant. All right. let's get this game underway. Are you ready to play?
Absolutely.
Alrighty then. As we go again, we start from the top. It is line TK versus 100. Welcome there, Biz150. Welcome. Here's your first question, Lion. Which of these body care brands is an anagram of a bottled water brand? Is it Olay, Nivea, or Dove? Mob, please answer now. I'm guessing that should have said brand rather than Beyond.
I didn't even notice that.
Because the E and the R are next to each other, I'm presuming it should be brand. So, which of these body care brands is an anagram of a bottled water brand? Olay, Nivea, or Dove? Alright. Any ideas on this one then, Lion?
I think Nivea is an anagram of Evian, so I will go for that.
Like me to lock it in, B?
Yes, please.
Alright, locking it in. B. You've been beamed. B, Nivea. Is the answer B, Nivea? It is indeed the right answer. Yeah, Evian. Live long, live young, or whatever the tagline is. I'm eliminated again. Apparently I'm still a persistent player, even though I'm sure I quit. Nata and Puzzledan and Biz getting that one wrong. I'm guessing Biz didn't answer in time. I know they joined the thing. Ah, no, they gave the wrong answer. Gave the answer A instead. So that actually was a wrong answer. Hard luck, Biz, but you can still continue playing along anyway, even though you're eliminated. And we also got 3 AI also eliminated after that. So 1 versus 93. Still not enough for the Mobney, so let's just move on to question number 2. Do I have a doppelganger playing? No, I don't. To Hasba, yeah, exactly, yeah. Or Astra or something like that. Question number 2. Which social media site had a popular Chrome extension that went by the name Missing E? Is it Tumblr, Reddit, or Twitter? Mob, please answer now. Which social media site had a popular Chrome extension that went by the name Missing E? And that is the mob locked in. Okay, any ideas on this one, Lion?
I would say, I'm not sure on this one, but I would say that since Tumblr doesn't have an E, I think that it would be that one because it seems like it should have an E in it, like Tumblr.
Like me to lock in a Tumblr as your answer?
Yes, please.
Alright, let's do so. Thinking on the reason that you would say it as if it had an E, like Tumblr. Is that the right answer? It is indeed the right answer. Let's find out who got eliminated on that one. Lupine getting that one wrong. Was the only human player to get that one wrong. And 8 AIs also eliminated. That's a total of 9. I'm just wondering... Oh, thank you very much for posting my channel in the Trivia Flash Discord. That's appreciated. So, that is 1,000 doots already in the doot bank. And 4 away from the next level up of 5,000 doots. Would you like to take the 1,000 doots? Or would you like to take on the mob of 84?
I've gone too far. I haven't gone far enough in to quit yet. I'm taking the mob.
We'll take on the mob, alright. And thank you very much for the 100 bits there, the El Meister. Appreciate it. 1 versus 84. Next question is, Deadmau5 is a DJ famous for wearing what article of customized clothing? Is it a mouse-shaped helmet, an LED glasses, or feathered headgear? Mob, please answer now. I mean, one of these would be quite interesting if I did see Joel wearing them. That's the mob locked in. Okay, are you familiar with Deadmau5 then, Lion?
The reason why I laughed during the login segment is because I'm a massive fan of
Do you watch some of his Twitch streams?
Actually, I didn't know he had a Twitch.
He does have a Twitch channel, yeah, so you might want to have a look into that. I don't know how regular. I don't know how regularly he does streams, but I know he has done streams in the past. So definitely worth looking up.
I definitely know for sure it's mouse-shaped helmet. Final answer.
Final answer going in with A. That is a lock-in. Is it the right answer? It is indeed the right answer. Yeah, on his streams he sometimes does some sort of like initial productions of some of his new works, or he listens to viewer submissions, or sometimes he just plays games and that as well, like Rocket League and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I saw a video, it must have been from one of his streams, where he accidentally created Sandstorm.
Yes, indeed, yes. During Sandstorm, he accidentally sort of made that patch, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely worth looking up. Alright, Catnip only getting that one wrong out of the human players, along with 5 AI. It's now 1 versus 78, and we're up to the next level, 5,000 doots. Would you like to take 5,000 doots currently in your bank? Or would you like to take on the mob of 78?
I would still like to take on the mob.
Still like to take on the mob. Alright. Let's keep going then. It is still 1 versus 78. The next question is... Before the euro, what was the currency of Lithuania? Was it the dollar, the litas, or the peseta? Mob, please answer now. Now, those in the community will know that Catnip is from Lithuania, but this is not written by Catnip. This was written by Fun and Ref. Oh, very nice. Alright, that's the mob locked in. Any ideas on this one, Lion?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Not even an inkling?
No. I'm leaning towards one answer, but I'm not entirely sure. So, can I please poll the mob on B, please?
You want to poll the mob on B? Alright, let's do that then. This is your first help we're going to be using. And polling on B, let's see how many chose answer B. Ooh, quite a few. 66 of the remaining 78 chose that answer. So
wow.
Yeah, that's a good majority. In fact, I think all of the remaining human players did get that answer. The only other players that didn't give that answer are AI. So, does that help you in any way?
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm gonna go for B, please.
Lock it in?
Yes, please.
Okay, locking it in. B, litas. Or I'm sure Catnip will give me a pronunciation guide on how to say it properly. Is that the right answer? And... that was indeed the correct answer. Yes, there was some undue tension going on there. And thank you very much for the follow there, Chef Gordon Ramsay. I do hope that this game is not particularly raw. I mean, there are some problems. Wait, I'm not even pronouncing it. I don't know, Catnip. Yeah, like I said earlier, only AI getting that one wrong. 12 AI in total getting that one wrong. You're now up to 1 versus 66, and it's 10,000 doots currently in the bank. Pronounced as litters. Oh, okay, fair enough. That makes a bit more sense, I guess. Lithuanian language lessons. I've got Japanese language lessons going in my head as well. I don't know if Lithuanian is going to stick in my head, but anyway, we'll cross that bridge later. So, 10,000 doots in the bank currently. Would you like to take the 10,000 doots, or would you like to take on the mob of 66?
I still have 2 of my lifelines, so I will take them all.
Indeed, and they are called helps in this world. Again, we don't want to get Celador involved again. Here's the next question. Which video game has the tagline "Ninjas play free"? Is it Warframe, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, or Warface? Mob, please answer now. I'll say those again. Warframe, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, or Warface? That's the mob locked in. Ninjas play free. This is a Harry question. Any ideas on this one, Lion?
Sort of. I'm certain it's not Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I am most certain that it's not that. And I have never heard of Warface, so I'm gonna go with Warframe.
Want to lock in a Warframe?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Nox going with Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Yonk. Going with Warframe. Is it the right answer? It is. Yep, Warframe is the right answer. And who got that wrong? Steve getting that one wrong. Only human player to get that wrong, along with 8 AIs. And we are now up to 1 versus 57. You're only 7 away from the halfway point and definitely being able to see some sneak peeks. 25,000 doots now in the bank. Would you like to take 25,000 doots away? Or would you like to take on the mob of 57?
I've got in too far to quit now. Take on the mob.
Take on the mob. Here we go then. Let's see if you can get past the halfway point on this question. 1 versus 57. Next question is the French version of Countdown. Les Chiffres et Lettres currently draws how many letters in its typical letters games? Is it A10, B8, or C9? Mob, please answer now. Now, this isn't the question again, however, we actually see the answers this time. It was actually bailed on previously. So, don't worry about it being a repeat. It's technically a correct repeat. Okay. So I'll go through that question again with you there. The French version of Countdown. Les Chiffres et les Lettres currently draws how many letters in its typical letters games? Any ideas, Lion?
No. I am not French. I have never been to France. I have no clue.
I have no clue at all. So, looking to be using another help then.
Yes, I am going to trust the mob.
Gonna go for a trust. Absolutely lock that in.
Actually, I don't know if I want to ask or trust. I want to save the trust until I actually genuinely need it. I'm going to ask the mob.
You want to ask? You want to confirm that?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's why I asked that question again, because it is a lock-in and do or die situation with that. So we're going for the ask instead, which still gives you the option to make a decision after the fact. So it's going to pick 2 semi-random mob members out. Let's see who it picks. We have 2 human players. We have Samster gave answer B. Talcott gave answer A. So anyone that gave the answer of C9, which is the typical formation for Countdown, the UK version, that is actually incorrect for Les Chiffres et les Lettres. It is between A10 and B8. So, Talcott and Samster, please state your reasons as to why you gave your answers. Samster, never seen it, not a clue. So, Samster that gave answer B, not a clue on that. And Talcott, I recently read the Wikipedia page for that game, and I believe it was 9 for a while, but got bumped up to 10 relatively recently. Well, there you go.
Okay.
That's some possible insider knowledge from the sound of things, or could be completely talking out their arse. Who knows?
I'm going to trust Falco in this one. I'm going to go for A10.
Like me to lock it in, A10?
Yes, please.
Alright. Locking in. Someone's going, wow, Lion, I'm offended. Is A10 the correct answer? It is. Yes. Did get bumped up. Originally 7, but has grown to 10 over the years. As Scorecount said earlier, is sort of like the letters inflation of Les Chiffres et Lettres. Quite a few people getting that wrong from the sound of things. Yes, Wuta, Samster, Fox Hider, Sean, Harry, Drahuska, Ninja Brothers Gaming, Casvez, and Farnham Ref. You may have done the right thing there by going with the ask. You may have done the right thing there. I don't have the stats on hand to be able to see what all these people went for, but they went for a wrong answer, but it may have been split between the 2.
Man.
Yeah, that was probably the good choice on the help there. We still have Talcott, Storm Vision, Random Zombie Score Count, Virtual Polygon, and Jonesy Bryan left in play. Everybody else, the humans, are out. What's that saying? Oh, yes. Yes, you can join the lobby at any time, Chef Gordon Ramsay. You just won't be a sort of active player until the restart of the game, but you can still answer for XP. Lazy Ninja, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for playing. So, definitely past the halfway point there now. 1 versus 33 for you, Lion. 75,000 doots in the bank. Are you ready to see the sneak peek of the next question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so certain. Well, let's see what that sneak peek is. Which car manufacturer was the first to include seatbelts as a standard feature in their vehicles? This could be a straight-up question. It could be a trap. We don't know yet. All we know is you can walk away now with 75,000 doots. Or you can play against the mob of 33. You still have your trust help left. What would you like to do? Money or mob?
Yeah, I'm thinking that I still have my trust, and I don't want to leave until I get 100,000, so I'm going to go for the mob.
You're going to go for the mob. You have a target of 100,000 dukes to go for. Let's see if we can get you there. You're only 3 away from that. 1 versus 33, the next question. As we said before, car manufacturer was the first to include seatbelts as a standard feature. Is it Volvo, Saab, or Ford? Mob, please answer it now. It is an absolute straight-up question. No trickery here. Okay, that's the mob locked in. Any ideas at all on this one, Lion?
I have a slight inkling as to what the correct answer is.
Okay.
And that's because, for the most part, unless I'm watching an episode of Top Gear, I haven't heard of a sub before. Well,
Okay, yeah.
again, apart from Top Gear. But I have a feeling that they're a company that were popular then and then introduced seatbelts and have over time gone a bit obscure, I guess. I'm worrying a bit because if I go for B and it's wrong,
You still have a trust. You still have a trust.
looking at that trust, thinking, I'm leaning towards up. I'm really not 100% sure. It's like 60%. So I am going to use my trust.
You like me to lock in trust?
Yes, please.
Okay, no going back. We are locking in for a trust. This will lock Lion into the human mob's most popular answer. Let's see what it goes for. This is the final help. And it has locked you in on... It has locked you in on your inkling of B, Saab. No. Was it a waste of a help? The correct answer is... It is the right answer. Your inkling was right. But at least you're certainly through on the question. Storm Vision, Random Zombie getting that wrong. Connor getting that wrong. And a lot of AI. We are now up to 250,000 doots. You're definitely past your 100,000 doots target now. Yes, Saab was a manufacturer of automobiles that was founded in Sweden in 1945. Where did it go? Alright. In 2010, General Motors sold Saab Automobile AB to the Dutch automobile manufacturer of Spyker Cars NV. So that's when it all kind of went. I mean, they're all still around after that point, but yeah, they're more of a another company at that point. So the sort of the Saab name disappears. So 1 versus 17, and in that 17 we have Talgut, Score Count, Virtual Polygon, and Jonesy Bryan. Those are the only 4 remaining human players in the mob. And we still have 13 AI players. We will still get to see a sneak peek of the next question. What's your feeling on this at the moment, Lion?
I'm already thinking that if I think the question's gonna be a trap, or if I don't know the answer, I'm just gonna bail.
Well, makes sense. Though it doesn't seem
May I
like
quickly answer a chat question that's in
Sure.
the chat? I think there was a 1 million Doots win last time.
there was indeed, yes. Samster won on a sort of technicality because it came up with, I think, Samster's question or something, and gave the right answer, and then the remaining AI members got eliminated. So yes, there definitely was a million winner last time. We've had Tipsters also won the million as well. So we've had a couple. They are kind of rare, but it has happened. Hey, it could happen again. Maybe the question will be good to you. Are you ready to see a sneak peek?
Yes, most probably. Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
And then, of course, there is you, Connor, as well, lest we forget. And Elias, of course, during, all that. Here we go. If a slot machine changes its odds to pay out more when it is paying under its target average and vice versa, the machine can be said to be what? Well, that's an interesting question. A 250,000 Doots is currently in your bank. And you can take that and walk away right now. Or, if you feel like going against this very interesting question, take on the mob of 17, and maybe it's just one question that does it.
This question seems really intriguing, but it's either like I said, if it's either a trap or I genuinely don't know it, it's probably both. I'm going to take the money.
Final answer, taking the money?
Yep, final answer.
All right, well, congratulations. Lion TK walks away with a 250,000 Doots. And that question will go back into the bank of possible questions to use in the future. How do you feel, Lion?
I genuinely feel great.
Well, you played the game perfectly there.
This is my first time playing 1 versus 100, and I've eliminated Farnham, I've eliminated Harry, I've eliminated Samster. I'm happy.
Indeed. Well, yeah, you're all the way up to 1 versus 17. We just had Jonesy Bryan, Virtual Polygon, who played before, Talcut, who played before, and Score Count left in the mob at the end of that. One more game. Well, it's gone past 10 o'clock, Farnham, and I was saying that this was probably going to be the last one anyway, if it happened, and it's just gone over the 10 o'clock time, so we'll call it there. Thank you very much for that. Hope you had fun, Lion.
I had very much fun. I had a lot of fun, thank you. I'm
All
mixing
right.
up my words today.
Don't worry, I do it all the time. All right, well, thank you very much for playing, and yeah, this is the end of the stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for playing this evening. Thank you very much for all the new people that have come along and played as well. Definitely more than welcome, and we'll do more of this stuff in future weeks. Friday is Duel, which is slightly different, but you're more than welcome to watch along anyway. People have already put in all the commands for that. Starts again at 8 PM British Summer Time, and then the next stream next Wednesday, I'm hoping is going to be the Wiki Walker finally. I know I said that last week and the week before, but things got in the way. Things like moving into the new work office, and then gigs getting in the way. This weekend could be a bit better because it's a bank holiday weekend, so I won't have work on the Monday, so I'll definitely have some time to do it then. So hopefully by next Wednesday we will have Wiki Walker thingy bobbity doobity bar, whatever it ends up being called.
genuinely really excited to play that.
It's an interesting idea, isn't it? I kind of like the idea. I just need to actually play the game just to see if it actually has any sort of merit. If it's actually, if it's worth putting more effort into it and sort of making it a properly released title or something on like Itch.io or something. Because I imagine it could be good enough to do that. Release it for I don't know what, $5, $10 or something like that, like a Jackboxy kind of thing, and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the end of this stream. Any ideas for a raid message? Good idea. Hashtag don't trust the mob. That's probably a good one. What else was there? What else was there? Trivia. I'm trying to think what would be the right thing to say for Trivia Flash. I mean, we could just go with Joss. We could just do Joss. Or Doots. Anyone that's got a Doot, or yeah. I mean, that's where we're going now, so we will be going there. We're just thinking what the message will actually be for the raid message. Yeah, we'll just do Joss. Now this is the first time I've ever done this. How the heck do you do this? I've never actually done a raid before. No.
All I know that the score count has done it on 2 separate occasions.
I'm sure it's like /raid or something like that, and then the name of the channel or something, and then the message or something like that. I forget. I hardly ever do this. says me that's been on Twitch now and been streaming this thing regularly for half a year or so. And
Hi, Ash.
I don't know. Hello there, Score Count. He who knows how to do this.
Count.
Yeah, go on then, Mr. Tutorial Bot. How do I do this?
Okay, it should be under the live dash, and then on the right of the live dashboard.
Oh, there's a thing, is there?
Yeah, there's a thing. Just
there
type
it
in
is.
in there.
There he is. Trivia Flash. Clickety thing. Hit the raid button there.
And there we go.
There we go.
And
all right,
see you
so
later,
we're
everyone.
going to send you over there. Thank you very much for playing. Go and have some fun on Trivia Flash.
Will do.
And there goes Lion.
And now I just need to hit the stop